too crazy. That's too much calic. There we go. But what was I talking about? Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I was talking about the next 30 episodes of Rekindled with Ban Street, because I wanted to really get across, like, how much Elo doesn't get done. Like, Elo does so much, and yet so little during that 30 episode gap, right? And I went over it, like, let me go through the episodes here real quick. Hades gets the tape in episode 75. Episode 76 is when Minty slaps him. Episode 77 is when he has his little mental breakdown and Hera tries to kiss him. Episode 78 is a brief Metis flashback, and then her tending to Hades' wounds. And then, obviously, them having the conversation about how they can't be making out anymore, and he drops her off at her house. And then, of course, Persephone shows up. So that's when, like, it leads into the garden scene. Episode 80 picks up halfway through the garden scene and ends on Apollo showing up to pick a fight with Hades. The start of episode 81 is Apollo confronting Persephone and Hades in the car. You know, when Hades gets out of the car and he's like, dude, what the fuck? And then it ends with the weird-ass fight because, like, Hades... Or no, it doesn't end with the fight, sorry. Poseidon shows up to grab Apollo. It's really random. And then, and then it ends on Persephone, like, she stole the lyre. Like, the reveal that she stole the lyre. The start of the next episode, episode 83, I think? 82, sorry. Episode 82 is, like, Thetis sending the dick pics to Zeus, and Minty's like, don't do it, Hera will figure out it was you, like, and then we've got more of Hades, talking to Hera, and Hera being like, oh, you've outgrown me, guess I'll start to pair you with Persephone then, she'd make such a sweet daughter-in-law. And then, like, Hera getting mad at Zeus over the dick pics. Whole argument there. And then Ares shows up right at the end. Episode 83 is like, it does a brief flashback to the fucking eye pulling incident. I actually don't know why it does a flashback to this. Because then it shows that nightmare Persephone has about being pregnant with Apollo's child. And then it's like the fucking gynecologist episode. So I don't know why they hit the opening with the Alex eyeball thing. Because that is not brought up whatsoever. Oh, it's brought up right at the ass end when Alex is in the bed, in the hospital bed. And she's like, I invited all my classmates to a study group. So they brought that previously on the eye-pulling scene just for that last panel, even though it had literally no relevance throughout the episode. Episode 84, we got, like, oh yeah, Zeus coming over for fucking brunch or whatever. Wait. Oh no, Ares is home. And then they just talk about Persephone. And then, Persephone is trying to get... Oh yeah, Tori's like, oh, it's all your fault. About Alex. Like, that's when she finds out about the eye-pulling incident. And then, like... Cora's arguing with Alex all throughout the next episode that, like, oh, I'm sure it was a misunderstanding. It didn't happen. And then she goes down to the underworld and she has to deal with the lineup because Hades is in the third Monday of the month. And then Ares shows up. And then, like, that's what Ares does. Then, like, do you see how much this is all, like, one day but dragged out to fucking hell? Like, we're not even halfway through all the episodes that happen. Like... Then there's, like, the whole hospital scene where Hades puts the eyeball back in. Like, they have that conversation about, well, I don't think it's fair for us to flirt behind Minty's back, but can we just, like, slow down, maybe? Because I don't want to stop. And it's like, Jesus Christ, these people are awful. But then, like, there's also the fucking, hospital scene when Hades gives Alex back his eyeball. And then there's the scene of fucking Zeus sleeping with Semele, and like Ares trying to beat up Zeus, and all of them getting into a fight, and Hera gets punched in the face by accident. And then there's like the episode of Apollo making crepes. Like it's over the course of fucking like 4 episodes. That confrontation between Apollo and Persephone takes place over the course of literally like 5 episodes. That's fucking insane. Like, holy shit. And then episode 100 and 101 and 102 are about, those 3 episodes are about the Ares flashback, like how Persephone met Ares and used to quote-unquote hook up with him. And then finally, we get the talk about the slap and Minty freaking out that Hades is gonna break up with her. I don't know why we got this before we got the scene about, I don't know why we got the scene about Thetis sending the fake news before we got, or nudes before we got this, but okay. Wait. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a fucking... What? What the fuck is happening here? Okay, wait. Oh no. Oh, Rachel, no. What? No. Oh, I'm gonna have a fucking stroke. So, that thing about don't do it, Hera will figure out it was you? That happens at the start of episode... fuck. Okay, wait. Oh my god! So, okay, I gotta explain this. The episode 82 opens up with Minty being like, you're making a big mistake, and like, Hera will find out this was you. But I didn't copy-paste this panel from episode 82. I copy-pasted this panel from episode 103, because they have the exact same conversation again in episode 103. I'm not making this up. So, like, I guess they're trying to be like, ooh, this was actually happening while the eye reunion episode, like when they were putting the eyeball back in Alex's head was happening? Like, fuck. Dude, no wonder that people making the timeline, the pomegranate guys, gave up. This is, like, Jesus fucking Christ. And yeah, that's when she breaks up with Thetis. And then there's, like, the episode of, like... Oh my god. I lost my fucking track now. I'm so miffed by that. I'm stunned. Yeah, Hades and Minty having their breakup conversation. Deciding he's gonna go to work, and then Persephone's swimming, and they're trying to stay away from each other, even though Hades just broke up with Minty, so there's no reason why he needs to be acting like this, but okay. Yeah, and then they go to the bank to open her a bank account because she doesn't have her own fucking bank account, even though her mother has a checkbook, but okay. And then she finds out that they broke up and she feels really guilty. And then, like... Oh my god, it just keeps going. Yeah, we get that weird random scene with, like... Eos, I think? The god of dawn? Whatever, or not Eos, the other guy. The one that looks like Apollo's son, but isn't Apollo's son. I can't remember his name all of a sudden. Yeah, because Thanatos goes to speak with Helios about what happened with Persephone. And then, yeah, Persephone sneaks onto the beach. They make out in episode 110, I think. And then in episode 111, that's when Persephone, like, ends up home with the butterfly thing, because she turns into a bunch of butterflies. And then, like, yeah, Minty being like, oh yeah, it's really great at first, but eventually he'll get sick of you. Like, you know, the gifts are nice and everything, but eventually he's not gonna care about you or whatever the fuck. Even though it's like, Minty, why do you care about him then? And then Persephone blackmails her. And then we get the scene of her getting, like, a D in class and being like, your grades have been slipping recently, even though she's only been in school for, like, less than a week, but okay. Or, like, I think maybe a little bit over a week. It's very funny. And then, like, her inviting Hades over to, like, help her sleep. And then she, like... I think this is the episode where she disappears. Like, Apollo threatens her with the photos. And then 114 is finally where Hades watches the fucking tape. And I'm like, why? Why did that take so long? That didn't have to... What? It felt long just explaining it. Oh my god. And the fact that Minty Thetis dick pic scene happened twice. And it wasn't even, like, predicated on the, like, previous... Like, why would she include that the first time around? I guess she had to let... Okay, I think what she was trying to do was that she was trying to create the conflict for Hera and Zeus, right? But wouldn't it have been better not to show the Minty and Thetis interaction prior to that? And then have it revealed? Because she showed it again anyways. So just have it be a reveal after several episodes of them fighting. Like, oh, it turned out actually Thetis was doing it. Like, why show the scene twice? Once at the beginning and once at the end. There's another instance of this in LO at some point, where Rachel tries to have some big mystery, but gives away the actual answer, like, right at the start, and it's like, well, this is hardly... Oh, the Apollo thing. I think it was the Apollo plotline, like, where he's gonna poison the king, and with the cupcake, and it's like, oh no, the king's in a coma, who could have done this? And I'm like, dude, we all know who fucking did it. Like, it's like, it doesn't really have much mystery or intrigue if we already know who did it. Like, no, seriously, it's like, it's stressful thinking about it. It's like overstimulating and stressful. Pacing is an option. Yeah, it's completely optional.